men don't marry the women they love. That's their strategy. A lot of them, that's their strategy. Because of how love can make you go blind. Yeah. Because the guy told me that he doesn't want to marry a woman that he's in love with because she'll control him. To shock you how many guys are staying in relationships where their girlfriend has multiply cheated on them and they keep forgiving.
Because that first 3 months, the love is as if they're hitting drums.
The problem with it is the fact that most of these qualities, you probably discover them later. Because all of these things are important. Like, every time we talk about love does not keep anything.
If someone tells me I love you, I really want to feel the weight and the gravity of
not
that.
just saying it.
Not just saying it.
Are we saying that people shouldn't fall in love, or there should be a strategy for falling in love correctly?
Hi, my name is Mahita Bell.
Hi, I'm Emma Dion.
Hi, I'm a ma'am, and you're welcome to Truth in Bikinis,
where we strip down life's toughest issues to its core truth.
Well, at least the ones that affect the women.
So today we're talking about love is blind. Is it myth or reality?
All right, so what comes to your mind when you hear that people say love is blind? What's the first thing that comes to your mind?
I think of, that excitement of being in a relationship or talking to someone for the first time. And you kind of ignore the off things about them, okay? So when you have a crush on someone, when you like someone, your body kind of gives you that oxytocin, that happy hormone. And when you have that, it's kind of hard to ignore how it's affecting you badly. Just like how, some people, they drink, right? When you're drinking or something, you feel the good, but you don't also kind of see or notice the impact it's doing on your body in the long run. Yeah. So I think that's just it. When we as human beings experience things in a positive light and the positive is really shining, it's going to be hard for us to detect the negative. And I think even when it comes to relationships, like that one, I don't even know, chemical, our brain, it makes you kind of ignore a bunch of things, ignore a bunch of red flags, ignore a bunch of little things. Like even when someone is doing things and repeatedly having negative behaviors, you kind of take notes, but you brush it off.
The love overwhelms.
Yeah, the love overwhelms because it's like, oh, this person made me feel good this time. So maybe this was a fluke, maybe this was a mistake. This is just a small thing. It's not going to be an actual problem.
Okay.
And you just keep doing that. By the time you've now gone far with the love, it's now like...
now blinding.
No way to go back. No way to go back.
Okay. To me, I think blind love is reality, like full reality, because especially women, when they fall in love, they only choose what they want to see. They decide to see the good side, and then they just turn blind to the bad side in relationships.
So I think it also happens to men, though.
Yeah, it happens to men as well.
But does it happen more to women?
When the women fall in love, women tend to give their all and all. But both men and women just choose what they want, because this word here, love is blind. You just turn blind eyes towards what you don't want to see. So, and women, what about women? When they love spirit, soul, and body, they just give their everything. So, irrespective of...
I think you should say some women.
or let's say most women.
Okay, most women.
So, when they fall in love, they will just overlook the bad side, the red flags, even if it's as big as the carpet. They just overlook them. And that's why you see some ladies, when they leave maybe some relationships, they'll be like, wait, was I the one that condoned all those nonsense? Like, I was the one. But when you were in there, you didn't even see those things as if it was a problem. You just overlooked them. That thing that covered your eyes now, that's the blindness in the love. Because it's until you leave that relationship, that's when the scales just fall off from your eyes. You're like, oh, I've actually been in a blind love before.
Oh, congratulations. How was it? How did you survive?
So that's why sometimes when I see some ladies feel like, I can't leave this person, I don't just rush in judging them, because I know what it feels. You can just be there and you know that something is not right. But you still want to see it. You just want to find excuse to make it right yourself. But this is not right. This is not going. This is not working.
Okay.
Let's say, for instance, the way a guy talks, maybe he lies, he cheats. And then this guy is doing this thing and it's not right. But because you love him and you're just so in love with this person and you're like, oh, what's cheating? After all, he's not the first guy that cheats and other people cheat. So at least with time, he will just adjust or he lies and you're like, oh, some lies are not that bad. You're just trying to create excuse because you love this person. But it's until you leave. And that's when you're like, oh, this guy cheated on me. Not just with one person, two, three. And I was still there. Oh, you're just so nonsense. You're eating yourself. So that's just what love can do to a person.
Okay, so are we saying that people shouldn't fall in love, or there should be a strategy for falling in love correctly?
Fall in love, but not blindly.
Okay.
That's the word there. Love is not a bad thing, but it is only when you fall blindly, that's when it becomes bad. But even if you are falling blindly, let it be for someone that deserves it, something that is nice, someone that is okay. But
So
not
even
just
if you are
falling
falling
blindly for, because if two people, like if they're actually very compatible and they are cool, and then they fall blindly in love with each other, it's actually very sweet.
It's still a bad thing, though.
I think
It can
it
be
is.
bad, but
I think that love is blind something. Like you said, it's mainly women. I do believe like men have the same experience, but the thing is like there's one guy that talked to me one time. He said that that men don't marry the women they love. Like because of how that's their strategy. A lot of them, that's their strategy. Because of how love can make you go blind.
Yes.
They would rather marry someone that they can maybe control, manage, or because the guy told me that when a guy is in love with somebody, he's like he would do anything. Like he said that he doesn't want to marry a woman that he's in love with because she'll control him.
Oh, wow.
She'll control him, his actions, his moods. Anything she wants to do, he will do it regardless. Forgiving her, he would forgive her like 77 times, 7 times.
yeah.
To shock you, you hear like there's this narrative that like a guy, like if a girl cheats on him, he's just going to end it. Like not like girls that will stay. But it's to shock you how many guys are staying in relationships where their girlfriend
getting
has
cheated on.
multiply
Yes, and
cheated
they
on
keep
them
forgiving,
and they keep forgiving because they are
because
in
they're
love.
in
And
love.
I don't know, there are certain narratives and stereotypes that are given to women that
It's not correct.
it's not correct.
Yeah.
Yes, I think a lot of people say, women just are. But I know a lot of women, I know a lot of girls that have that this blind love thing. Like they are very strategic about it. They probably date guys that they are not fully. Like there are girls that do like that. Like the only guy that they're going to date is the guy that they are not blindly
don't
in love
love,
with.
yeah.
And that's the thing. And I think it's a universal truth, regardless of the gender. If you are in love with someone, like really, really in love with someone, you can be blind to so many of the things that because you hear some stories like some guys will talk about how like their TikToks, a guy will be like, I remember that time I was dating this one girl and like none of my guy friends like that or something like that. Or
I mean, there are
that type
people who
of
have
thing.
gone ahead to marry people like
there
that.
are people that have gone ahead and it's crazy to me that we've actually seen evidence of guys actually being in love. It's just that they don't marry the people that they're in love with. And I think another thing is that women are more likely to fall in love with multiple people than men are. Most men fall in love with one person.
Yeah.
Yeah. Most men will fall in love with one person.
A woman can love
after
you
that,
for different reasons.
Yeah, and like can be in love with one person and that one person heartbreak and everything and they've never been able to love someone again like the way they love that person. A woman is more likely to be able to fall in love with like 5 different guys. Or 3 different guys, maybe at different stages
because
in their life.
women can love
They are more.
for
Their
different
hearts
reasons.
are more open.
Yes, you're right.
Their hearts are more open. They're a lot more maybe forgiving, and I don't even know. They are open to that idea of it wasn't this person, probably this person. But I love guys when they fall in love, they idealize that person. And just make it like, never again am I going to feel that way about someone. And they just date lackluster and even marry lackluster at the end of the day. Women can fall in love over time. Like, I can say that those ones are true, but I would say when men are in love,
They give
really in love, the blindness,
They're also blind.
Yes, they're also blinded.
My sister told me about a guy where she's working. She said this guy has 2 girls, 2 girlfriends, one fair and one dark. She said he liked the fair one. He loved the fair one more. But when this guy was explaining, he said, the dark one is actually homely. She's quiet and calm. And if I'm to marry, I'll marry the dark one. But I love this fair one. Like, this guy is willing to give this
Anything.
fair one is savings.
Yes.
But won't even give it to the dark girl.
Wow.
But this particular one that he
Yes.
loves
Like,
is ready to give
I don't understand the
everything.
logic behind that.
And you know the
behavior.
funny thing is that
It's
this
not
girl
logic,
doesn't
sure.
like him talking to people around, and he's this extrovert that loves talking to people. So when the girl comes visiting, this guy turns an introvert.
A complete mumu.
This guy will be very quiet. You greet him and he'll be like, yeah, come.
Yeah.
And that's what love can do. But when this
Yeah.
other girl comes, he's free.
Okay, so I think maybe we should define this love because the way people are using this love now, I'm doubting that these things
I don't know. I think
are
there's
real
a
love.
spirit behind love.
I wouldn't
that
say
just clouds
spirit, Sha.
you.
I mean, love. I feel love, genuine love, is actions, being willing to sacrifice things for people, and move around for people, and just genuinely caring about someone else,
Yeah.
and genuinely, even at your own expense, you genuinely want to care about someone else. And some people, in order to be able to do that, they need to feel that overwhelming sense of emotion
Yes,
towards them, that overwhelming attachment towards a person. While other people, it's genuine, like every day they're just but I feel like even then that initial feeling of
Yes,
attraction
yes.
needs to be there in order for these sacrifices to be made comfortably without resentment. Because if you don't even have that initial distance and it's just a transactional, that would be a relationship filled with resentment, boiling anger. They will not, you will feel it, you see the friction. So I think love is a combination of feeling that initial real attraction, that initial, that excitement, that butterflies, and sacrifices. And keeping up with sacrifices in order to maintain it. Maybe not just sacrifices, but also, doing something nice to maintain it, revive it, bring it back up, because those things fade.
Yeah.
That excitement goes.
Yeah, it
You stop
goes.
discovering
Yeah.
things. So I think love is when you make the action to always make efforts to bring it back up, because it's there.
Yeah.
You just need to light the match again. You just need to keep
You're right.
You know,
making efforts.
so it needs to be a deliberate.
Yeah.
An elderly man once asked me, in marriage, what do you think is enough in marriage? And I was like, oh, I think love. The man laughed and said, no, love is not enough in marriage. That you need more than love. Because he said love is just this feeling that comes up and it's fire.
I
And if you
don't
want to
think
see
that's
couples
love,
that just marry out of love, just love, it might not take long, because love is a feeling that can just die one day like this. It quenches, especially in long term, because love, that first 3 months, the love is as if they're hitting drums. It's very so intense.
hitting
You
drums.
can't live without each
Is
other.
that
You
love
can't-
or attraction or something?
Yeah, I think it's
love,
maybe
it's still
infatuation.
love.
Infatuation, more like
You
infatuation.
that's where the blindness now comes, because
It's
when
infatuation, because if we're
intention-
going to define love, for instance, let's talk about sacrifices.
Yeah.
Let's talk about what, Maitabel says, like just giving yourself for another person, inconveniencing yourself for another person. If it's infatuation, I mean, anybody can feel like that.
Yes,
like, oh, I
anyone
love
can
you,
feel like
and
that.
oh, I would do anything for you, just be hot,
that's where the
like all of the hormones
is
are
there.
raging, and it makes you just, want to always have each other around. But when all of that fades, then we can now say which one is love and which one is
I
not
saw
love.
where they said that love is a combination of cognitive and evaluative that influences the way we see our partners. Those cognitive and evaluative perspectives that influence how we see our partners. Because when love is there, the way we reason and evaluate is as if it's the love now that is deciding how we should reason about a particular person. And that is why if you see some people that are stuck in toxic relationships, it's the word blind love. They've seen that this relationship is toxic, but they can't leave. And if you ask them why, and they'll just tell you, I just love him. The love there, if that scales, like I always say, when it goes out, that's when you see that girl sitting down, like, you mean that guy hits me and I've been there. If most girls want to tell you their first love, if they want to sit back now and narrate their first love, like, was I the one that actually dated that guy? Or a guy can just say, was I the one that actually dated that girl? First love. But when you were in that relationship, it was actually your best at that moment. You were ready to endure all the trash and so on. So your mind now, we just use our mind to evaluate what we want to see, how we want to define. We are the one defining it now. So that's why I'm saying that when people are in love, that love now just goes beyond what
So if
we
you
see.
define that as
So-
love, what would you call, define a crush, define infatuation?
You know, crush now, you're just saying something and you're just liking.
Okay.
You just see
Maybe a quality that you just
maybe a quality,
that just
the
attracts
six
you to
packs.
the
You just
person.
see, you just like six packs, and you see a guy. It doesn't last long.
Yeah.
Crushing doesn't take long. You can just see, and I'm in love with this actor, and so on and so forth.
And then tomorrow you just come close to
And then
him.
tomorrow-
Once he opens his mouth, your
That crush
infatuation
can
just flies away.
disappear.
So how about infatuation?
Infatuation is just you being, let's say, that one is more like an obsession.
I think it's actually love, the love that we
Yeah,
normally
the love that we are
define.
see that love that you just
Yes.
define is
That is
actually
like
infatuation, yes.
That's infatuation, because love is a very deep word. Okay, that the word love is used to define the relationship between the father and his daughter that he should have, a man and his wife should
Yeah.
have, God and
his
his
people,
creation
yeah.
should have. So it's a very deep word, and what you just described is something very trivial.
You know, in
and
this
can be very
context, they are
passive.
asking if it is blind based on how people react.
Yes, it
in
is. It
relationships.
is blind. It is. It can be blind. It can be blind. Like that situation, that infatuation. Infatuation can leave you blind, but love itself can also leave you blind, because you do need a level of that initial attraction, that infatuation, to even
proceed
to go anywhere further. And then I think love is making constant efforts to
keep up.
keep up, and not just abandoning the fact that you felt something for this
Yeah.
person once upon a time. You remember it and you just make efforts for that person. And I think love also has to do with, you've discovered who this person is, their insides and their outs, and you're still into them, and you still want it.
So should it be
Find out they
something?
snore
Yeah.
every night.
Now the
It's a
problem
hobby.
with that is the problem with it is the fact that most of the things that you discover later are, or most of these qualities,
Yeah.
you probably discover them later. Like
Yeah.
you have already fallen in love. You have already fallen in love, and then you now go ahead to find out who the person you are. Don't you think there's something wrong with that procession? Because I think you should actually find out who the person is before you go ahead and fall in love.
Yes. Yeah.
Because there's this saying, you can't advise someone that is in love.
True.
You can't advise, because if you advise them, it's only what they want to hear that they will pick.
I don't even know. Maybe because the way I engage with the world, though, I'm not even quick to call anything I feel for anyone love.
Yeah.
I'm not quick with it. Like till today, I can.
So you don't used to say I love you.
I don't say it. The only thing that can make me say I love you is out of pity. That you have said it so many times, and all I've said is okay, thank you.
Just pity that
Out of pity, I say okay, I love you too.
Okay. Oh.
I won't say I love you to you. I'll just say love you. Let me not complete it or something, because it's like cause men, a lot of guys, they waste it. So
They waste it. Yeah,
they
it's
use
like,
it like toilet paper, and it doesn't have any meaning.
It doesn't.
I feel like I love you. I want to. If someone tells me I love you, I really want to feel the weight and the gravity of
Not
that.
just saying it.
Not just saying it, because you just wake up, I love you. I want it to, I mean, because I'm a movie person, but before someone says I love you, they should just be like, we
that
talk
they
to each
meant
other,
it.
the tension has grown, things
Yes.
have risen, and then in a moment of heated passion, in the sense of we're intensely, maybe we're close to each other, we're standing, and it's like, I think I'm in
Now
love with
film
you.
with that too. That's a movie. You just described the movie. What's wrong with you?
But
I think it can happen in the sense of you
yes.
actually, it builds up. I feel like, because I know what it's like to just feel that build up of emotion towards somebody that is just like, I love you, you actually feel it. And when it's now a casual,
No, if it's casual,
it's just something I'll just
Until
come.
marriage, open your eyes.
I love you. You say thank you.
It's fun to have those.
They say love
or
is blind, but marriage will open your eyes.
But things like that are very I think it does a lot in the sense that it makes you feel a lot deeply about that person, and even that attachment will grow for the person.
Okay, so what do you think should really matter in a relationship?
Compatibility.
Is-
This men's
yes.
strategy that they have come up with, that they look for someone. I really feel, because love fades away. We've established that.
Yeah.
So two people that are willing to. I think the requirement should be, because I think marriage and love are two things that kind of is a recent concept. I think it's a modern thing, because if you look historically, marriage was
love
something
didn't
used
used
for
to-
marriage was something for transaction, like for politics. It was something that was done
You're right.
to join two families, maybe
Together.
get more info,
let your daughter
exchange.
marry my son.
Exactly.
that
So
kind
it's
of
never
thing.
really
No
been
love
something.
there.
It wasn't
of-
about we are falling in love. Let's run away.
exactly. it's never been like that. So even currently, like, if you want a marriage to work, love would be a really great addition. But you also need to
Yes.
think of so many other
Compatibility,
things.
understanding.
Can I manage this person's? Like, let me do something that they do. They like, because when it comes to people, there are things that people will do that will tick you off and will annoy you. That's just it when it comes to two different people. So it's like the things I don't like about them. It's like, this thing I don't like about this person. Can I live with this thing for the rest of my life?
Yeah.
Can I? If this person, in fact, if it became times 2, can I manage that? Can I?
Because it actually amplifies.
Because it amplifies. Like, if it amplifies
when
and
you
it's
get
something.
into a real long-time relationship.
Because like
Doubles.
for example, with siblings now, like siblings, I think like the bond of sibling love is so deep because you guys
Yes.
have open yash and seen everything.
You've seen everything.
You've seen
Yet.
them bare. You've hated. You've fought.
You have fought,
that's
you
why
have
I
You have
quarreled,
quarreled.
you have kept malice,
You have kept malice.
but you found a way to settle.
But you found a way to settle. In fact, you don't even have a choice.
You don't have a choice.
You have to, and I think, and those bond, that type of a bond
Yeah.
really stays, because
Yes.
it's like, damn, except like your sibling went and did some evil shit, like real evil witchcraft type of
Yeah.
a thing. But I think we should take a note out of the
From
book of
the brotherly
growing,
love.
book out of growing up
yes.
with your siblings, and ending up tolerating them a lot more, and like, because it's like,
Maybe that's why they used to marry their siblings then in the old.
yes, they used to marry
Because
cousins.
they used to marry cousins.
Because
used
you
to marry
understand them well.
Because
You know,
to the
from
end of
childhood.
time,
Because
you will never get sick of each
you know-
other.
Yes.
That's your sibling.
But you
now,
know, when there is
really-
understanding and compatibility, you guys now live like siblings.
yes,
But when you are just in love, no compatibility,
you're
no
not taking
understanding,
account into the real grunt
It's
work
just-
of it.
it's just
That's why I
love.
say that the whole thing about getting the attraction and everything, the attraction should actually be built on something. Because
Yes.
otherwise, it's just going to be that.
just going to be like a house
just
without
something
foundation.
Let's
fleeting
not
that
be
passes.
attraction first, then
Yes, and then you now
Yes,
start
yes.
seeing who this person really is, and you're
To be
like, oh
very
wow,
difficult.
this is
Be
crazy.
very
that would be so
difficult.
painful. Because when you crush on someone, you like someone, that infatuation, you have created an image of them in your head. You have built a tower of traits that this person has,
Yeah.
and then you get to know them. Bam. Another
Everything.
one, bring out. Till that tower that you built, you're
It's
looking
falling,
down.
it's falling
You're
down.
looking down. This is all that's
Oh,
remaining.
boy. And it's possible that you've already married the person.
Yes, because it's not like
That-
you built expectations.
That
And
can
I
be
think that's why
crazy.
people always say, like, oh, some people say that, yeah, marry your friend or someone that you've known over time.
No, most people don't marry their
Most
friends.
people
yeah.
don't marry their friends. Most people meet somebody and talk
Yeah,
to them
and- yeah.
for like 5 months, 6 months, 1
And
year,
then they
and
get
it's like
married,
marriage. And I think it's because a lot of people are rushing into marriage.
Yeah.
And then they now, and it's crazy because the same people will now look at, societies and like, the US or places, UK, foreign countries, developed countries like South Korea as well. And they'll see them as like this very corrupt or broken societies. But it's like, these are people that most likely, like, they are adults, they are grown. Maybe the people they now end up marrying are people that they've known for a long time. And best believe those marriages are less likely to break that abruptly. Even if it does, it's not a bad thing. Like, things can end, things should end when they are no longer
Serving
their purpose. You understand? It's a very good thing. It's a very wonderful thing when two people know each other deeply and then decide to take the next step.
But do you think money contributes to blind love, especially for women?
Or money contributes to lasting love.
If money is a contender, I don't really think it's love like that, because everybody's this love thing. Everybody's finding into the poor man. The man that I'm serious.
I'm
so
telling you.
it will shock
The
you.
poor man may even find a
Might
very
even
solid
find,
love.
find very, very solid love. Like you will literally
With
see
nothing.
You will see these poor families,
Yeah.
6 children, very happy, very hearty,
Yeah.
this thing. And together they came and found themselves. And I don't like this idea that people are perpetrating that, like, oh, women is only money they care about and stuff like that. Money, 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 women are so, and it's like, have you not seen all these poor couples around? Like they are genuinely content with
But
each
please,
other.
let's even talk about this whole money issue. Is money not supposed to be like a criteria or some sort of
It is
Money should be a
supposed to be.
criteria.
It
one
should
of the
be.
points you're looking
should-
at
it should
It
when
should be a criteria.
Yeah.
It should be, because very, very important. When there is no money, sometimes,
Love
they
cannot
said
flow.
they said a hungry man is an angry
Angry
man.
man, true.
Because let's say your husband returns now from work and the house is hot, he's sweating, and there is no food.
yeah.
And you're not coming and say, darling. That darling now might be sounding somehow. Let me tell you, see, love is sweet when there's money.
Yeah.
Actually,
Preach.
It's still when there's
Choke me
money.
word.
Because if you are playing the love, and then the children, they can't go to school because of school fee, there is no food to eat. At some point, that love will just fade. It's not as
Anyway, let's
it's not
even
as if we don't
balance it,
have-
yeah?
We have genuine people who are in love without money, and they can still manage it. Understand? But it should be a criteria, because to some extent it helps.
What I think.
I feel like
what
you
I
can
think,
be in love with someone, like, and they may not necessarily, because you can be in love with someone, they may not necessarily have money, but you don't end up having a long-term this thing with them. Like, I think in the end of making decisions of lifelong partners or someone I want to be a partner with, I think partnering with someone, money is a criteria. I don't think money is like that driving force. I don't know what I don't
This
know.
one we're
I
talking
think
about
what I
long-term,
think
oh.
what I think should
Long-term.
matter is if this person is. I think what we should be looking at is this person, even if they don't have that money. Then sometimes there are people who really do not have that money. Although there's the age that is okay for that. Don't have that money.
Yeah, there's age
There are
for
certain
it.
ages you can't make excuses like that, especially for a man or
True.
even for a woman. So what I think should be a real criteria is like, oh, you meet someone and you want to you try to gauge this person, and what you're looking at is, are they really productive? Are they productively working at something? Like, do you see where they could be? Do they have dreams? Do you actually see the potentials with these people, with this person, like 2, 3, 4 years from now?
There was
What-
this thing I
what
saw
would
online
they-
that they said that
what would
don't
they-
date for potential.
No, it's but sincerely,
date for potential.
but sincerely,
It's worked out for some people and it hasn't worked
that's
out
what
for
I'm
some.
saying. That there's the age brackets that it's allowed.
Okay.
Because yes, sincerely, if you meet a 20-year-old, for instance, or a 22-year-old that is just fresh out of the university and maybe trying to build their lives. So what you're looking at is not like, have you bought a limousine or how many cars you have? No, that's not what you're looking
Yes.
at. If you're trying to get into a relationship with such a person, you're not looking at, oh, have you built your car? Or have you built your house? Or how many cars do you have? Except now you're boy. But if you're looking at a person like that, you're looking at, okay, what are you working at? Like,
Yes.
where are you
Skills.
going? Where are you headed for? Like, let them articulate with their own mouths. Like, this is where I am, and this is where I'd like to be, and this is what I'm doing about it.
Yes.
Like, it needs to say what it's doing about it. And then you can now judge this person from their character. Is it someone that can stay at what they are doing?
Yeah.
Because all of these things are important. Like, every time we talk about love does not keep anything.
See, aside that,
Love
there are
does
people
not
that even
keep
have
anything.
money now. They have money now, but you just know that money cannot last for more than 5 years. Maybe they got the money they just won 40 million naira from one sporty bet like that. And they don't know anything about investment. And so you met this person 40 million naira rich. And this person is like, okay, but I have money, I want to marry you. And what he does is go to the club, spend this, buy wine of 1.2
Well,
million,
even if-
this and so on and so on. He doesn't even know maybe things like buying a land and all those things like that. So he can just spend the money. If you ask him, okay, what can you do with this money to generate? He doesn't even have idea. That kind of person, maybe you just won out of sporty bet. in the next 5 years, if we get married now with this money, in the next 5 years, I'll be the one to struggle. He might go about still playing the sporty, and it might not even work out again. You never can tell.
So that's why I'm saying that there has to be a character.
Yes.
There has to be a character that guarantees a certain level of work
Growth.
to keep up with growth. Yeah, to keep up with that growth. If not, nothing. Because even if you have a job or you have 40 million naira now, if you don't have that character that is consistently working at building and that sees the future, you can guarantee that money will be gone in a couple of months. Or even 40 million is not plenty like
Not
that
plenty,
though.
Sha.
You know, plenty
Not
like that.
plenty.
You know, just enter club now. Just buy one. What do they call that drink? There's the most expensive wine in bars these days.
Dorime.
Maybe buy one they like some. They buy one like I think in some clubs be like 3 point something million or so. You know, just for one bottle. And then you want to be a big boy. Give everybody.
Share 'em.
Give everybody. Give out the table, yeah, you know. By the time you give out the table, you know that you are going out with nothing. So sincerely, there has to be a character.
Yes.
I think we should look more at the character of the person. Like I said, that in our age is age. There's a bracket, If a man is in his 30s and you are not seeing anything, he can't show you anything that is doing. Just forget it.
System.
Yeah, because don't try to build. I know this thing about us building something, you know. And I mean, I think it should apply to women as well. There are women who just want to lean on the man till the man falls off.
Lean on me.
I think that it should also apply to women. Even as a man, if you are going into a relationship, you see the woman, the only thing she has is 24/7. They are texting you, data don't finish. They are texting you, no food for house. They are texting you, no gas. Just know that you're in trouble.
House rent expense.
Just know that you're in trouble because that's not it, though. No, sincerely, that's not it. So I think there are a lot of things that guarantees that a love stays, and love is like that a relationship stays longer, and love is like the least of them. Like what we call love, it's like the least of them. This thing we call love, it's like the least of them. Like because once you get in, or once you want to have a long-term relationship, that thing fades away very quickly. Can fade. Somebody can just talk to you anyhow, and you'll be like, hey, hold me. And that love has gone, as in that time. So
okay, the kind of love that make people commit suicide after heartbreak. What kind of love is that one? Is it love or is it infatuation?
I don't even know what to call that one. Whether to call it. So if that means you don't even value yourself.
Don't value yourself.
Or your life. I think
You
that
don't value
person, a
yourself.
person that would do something like that, I wouldn't call it love. I would call it maybe some sort of attachment. Like they put the value of their life onto that
that's
person.
what you call obsession, yeah.
Obsession. That's not normal. That's not natural. You cannot even call it love.
That's
I
an
cannot consider
obsession,
it
yeah.
love. I think somebody that would do that type of thing is mental health issues.
It's a
is.
mental issue.
There's something wrong with that. There was a series like that. I've forgotten the name. Death Note is an anime. And this girl, Misa, when the love interest lights, when he died, she straight up just went and jumped off a bridge. She literally would, like, she was so, and this guy did not rate her. He didn't care about her. He was such a bad boyfriend to her. But she was with him because of something that he represented. I think he used to do this thing where he would justice upon evildoers. He was that type of person. And she was attached to that. I think she didn't get justice for something when she was younger.
So
and then
it was giving her
that
closure.
sense of it, justice,
Yeah.
that closure, it really felt like something deep to her.
Wow.
And when she lost him, she kind of lost that hope and that sense of living
herself.
because of
Wow.
that. And she just ended her life. And that's a very deep thing. It's not just that she was in love with him. I don't think she was in love with him. I think she was in
obsessed.
love and
She was
obsessed with what he
obsessed,
represented
obsessed.
in her life. And probably her mental health prior to meeting him was already
Already a mess,
something was
yeah.
off. A lot of things are off. So I think,
Okay. I think sometimes some people they misplace this blind love and obsession. Someone can be obsessed and then they just said, maybe I was blindly in love with the person. You know, I know of a girl that is so obsessed. She told the guy, if you leave me,
I'll kill
bet
myself.
me, he will not come back and see me alive.
Wow.
I will kill myself and I will just go and for the rest of your life, you feel guilty for killing someone. So sometimes people can just see that as blind love. Oh, I was so blind to the extent that even when he left me, I almost killed myself. But it was the time I came to see that it was not worth it. That was an obsession.
Yeah, I
It was
don't think
obsession
it's
because
love.
the blind love, like we said, is just something that you look at this and I said, okay, I think I can deal with
Yeah,
this. But there are some certain
the
things you
reality,
can deal
yes,
with.
can't
There are some
deal with
certain
it.
things you can deal with. There are people that have been in relationships for 5 years and then they just speak to themselves. I know I'm in love with this person, but this particular thing
I can't manage it.
I can't deal with it. I can't
Yeah.
manage it. So it's better we just part ways. We can go on and meet with people that are compatible with us. So I think that's where some people they just
For me,
fail.
I'd
They just fall
recommend
in.
a whole lot of logical reasoning when it comes to this thing called love, especially in relationship, because the whole idea of building on attraction or building on that infatuation is not really a good idea for me, because you really need to be able to assess this person based on who they are. Like, is this person from a good background? Does this person have the kind of money I'd love to, you know, no, as in, can our money match each other, something like that. Do they have the kind of character that we can build with, stuff like that? Because if you are trying to build on the feeling that I have, whenever he's around, I just want to, I just feel like, everything just stands
My
still.
heart do brrr.
Everything just, my heart do brrr. Everything just comes to a standstill. You really cannot build on it. Nobody can build on that,
Yes.
So I think one of the last questions I'd love to ask is, so it's like, I kind of feel like to an extent, social media hasn't really helped in terms of focusing on the real thing. People are in love with the image. Social media has enhanced that image thing, So you see an image, you want this image, then it's not the real thing. So you're in love with the picture the person gives of themselves, and you don't bother to find out who this person really is beyond the image that they give off. So what do you guys think about the role that social media plays in all of this love situation?
I don't know. I think social media is turning people away from it. Like the idea of love. Like I don't even think like the way it is making everybody think more.
Be weary about.
Yeah, be weary, be scared, be more aggressive towards their dislike or distrust to the opposite gender. Like women's FYPs are filled with women telling them, "Oh, love isn't real. Use this man for their money." Men's FYP is filled with women that are telling them, like, love isn't real.
Gay university.
Yeah, love isn't real. All these women just want your money. You understand?
Yes.
Everybody's trying to warn you, and everybody's trying to make you angry, and everybody's just. And it's frustrating.
Yes.
Because then it turns a lot of people into like this cold-hearted, stone heart people that they're not even willing, even when they feel that way about someone, that's when they were like, I should not talk to this one person again, no, because I'm feeling something. And I'm feeling it to make me go. So I think it doesn't play a role in promoting love is blind. It doesn't promote, but it completely even destroys the concept. In fact, love itself is dead. It's even worse. It's putting us in a state of hopelessness.
Yeah.
And I think in the process of us trying to, be objective and not be mumus for love, like we are trying to calm down. And we should also be able to appreciate those feelings and those moments, because at the end of the day, like you said, those things tend to fade. So it's like when they do happen, it's like
enjoy it.
Enjoy the
Even
moment.
if you are going to get burnt.
Yeah, because at the end of
just
the day,
get burnt with your full chest.
Yeah, enjoy it and also come to terms with the reality that all good things come to an end.
Yeah.
Things may not last. Because if you're living your entire life strong head, you will never be able to get to say, oh, I had a positive experience. Because everything, you're just operating from a very, very strict mindset,
very calculative, very
strategic. I feel you can have balance. You can balance these things in a way. Because I'm someone that, as much as I am very strong-headed, any experience I've had when it comes to crushes and infatuation, texting someone for a long time, I liked it. Like at those times I was happy, I had my fun, and they ended. But I'm not vexed. Like, I'm not, how could you make me feel like that? You should have ended. I am someone that I'm always very happy to allow things to end.
Well-
And also in the same breath, appreciate whatever positivity came out of
Well,
it.
like I said,
Same.
the thing is just the fact that, yes, infatuation is good.
Yeah.
That feeling is great.
nice, it's sweet.
But like I said, it's not something to build on. Now, it doesn't mean that it's not something to have.
Yeah.
Yeah, it doesn't mean that it's not something to have. It's just that you can't build on it. And so while you're at it, you need to be looking out, okay, if I'm going to go the long term, what exactly does this person have that complements what I have that would help us go
In the
further?
next 5
Because
years,
you know
mentally
what?
connect
Love
to this
is
person.
work.
Yes,
Love
it's
is work. And most people are not willing to do the work. You know, the work that it helps you stay in that love is because you have, I mean, there are days you have to just wake up and just serve breakfast in bed, like you both of you just relax and just gist about old time. It's a lot of work. And sometimes you may have to maybe let go of certain things just to make that happen, or make certain sacrifice to make that happen. So that's why I say that you really cannot build on the emotions you have at first. You need to be willing to look at the person again and say, can I go the long way with this one? Or does he have the qualities that will complement? Can we complement each other? Even if love is fading small, would we be willing to, will I be willing to work?
Continue.
Yeah, will I be willing to do the work that is needed to keep the flames burning?
And then, you made
'Cause-
mention about the social media. And like you said, social media kills. Let's say, for instance, now I just pick up my phone and I'm typing there, my news feed. Guys, I just fell in love. Or I'm in love with a guy. The kind of comment I'll receive, just give it, they'll tell you, just give it 1
Give
year.
it small time.
Just give it small time. So, the heartbreak you receive. Negative comment here and there. They just make you,
People that-
they just make you believe
People that have chopped breakfast.
they just make you believe that love is not real.
Don't mind them.
They make you feel like there is nothing as love. That a woman is coming to you because of your money, and then men are coming for you because of what
Of
they
what-
tend to
yeah,
achieve.
what they want from you.
Yes, from the long run, what they want to achieve. So they just believe that now love is like a transaction.
Yeah, it's
You
relationships
come
are
to each other based on
transactional.
what you want to get. Not just because you truly love this person. They don't believe that in true love. So that's just the ideas people now have. Oh, even if you know that this person is real, but your mind, from what you've seen, maybe you open your social media and everything you're saying, oh, I met
Yeah.
this guy and then he did this and this was no true love. And then you are seeing someone coming to you and the person is professing love to you. I'm like, yeah, this one when he achieved
Unconsciously, you're already
reading-
judging the person
judging
by
the person based on what
by what you were taught
read.
on social media.
Yes. So now this school of social media now, because this social media is a different school entirely. It teaches, and now the mindset of people
University
are
of Love.
University of Love. So even marriage now is scaring a whole lot of women. And men, because based on what they see on social media every
Yeah,
day.
you're right.
Oh, this man killed the wife. Oh, the wife killed the man. Oh, this one did like this. Abuse. It's not as if we don't have good marriages or relationships.
You're right.
But the bad ones are the one that comes up every single day. And everyone now is scared. Oh, I can't fall in love. Oh, getting married. And this and that. So that's just what social media is just. They are just killing everything. What they bring up to us are negativities. And as a result of that, men are like, okay, since they come to us because of the money, then we can just get this. That is now the number of men falling in love, or not even say love, going into transaction with the ladies is based on what they want to get. And then the ladies are now going for the money because that's what social media taught them.
Okay.
So we can't really get the true love, but that doesn't mean it doesn't exist. It
Yeah.
exists. There are true love out there. And that's why I so much love it when I see old men and women
Who have
just showing
stayed.
love, playing love. I don't know. I just love watching those scenes over and
The
over
thing is that, young people would like to watch it, but if those people tell you, all of the work they've put in there
Yeah, they
to
definitely
stay that
see
long.
There are challenges
No.
they might face, but that's
Yeah.
why compatibility is very important. Because if you're compatible with a person, it's not as if there won't be an argument. There would be, but your ability to be able to resolve these arguments peacefully without even a third party. There are couples that are like that. You might not even know that these couples are fighting, but the way you see them, they're always very.
Yeah.
I've lived in a compound before for 4 years, and there's this couple that is my neighbor. these people, I've never seen them quarrel before in 4 years. I've never seen them quarrel. But I think those people, there are times they have arguments, but they can't even make the way they might be able to.
They don't used to throw stone, throw
their
plates.
voices will be loud, but at
Throw
least.
plates and spoon like some neighbors.
But there are people, the whole couple will know that these people
Of course, why?
fighting.
Okay.
It's there and there.
No, I've been in compounds like that, any small fight, you just know that it's happening there somewhere. I'll just be praying that nobody should injure themselves. That's what we are saying, beyond, I think a lot of maturity is even needed in real love. A whole lot of maturity, a lot of understanding is needed, because once in a while you have to think back to how you came together, what brought you together, all the values that you people share. And then build up on it. Because, nobody's going to say you're not going to get offended. Nobody's going to say you're not going to feel bad about something your spouse is. Nobody's going to say you're not going to get in tight spots sometimes. But you are going to have to be willing to do the work to keep that thing running. If not, everybody will be falling out of love every single day. Like, oh, I'm in love today. No, it's like I found a new one, and falling out of love and falling out of marriages like that. So, and that's why I say that it takes a whole lot of work to make that love, that thing you're calling love, work.
That thing you're calling love.
It's work itself. So, that's my take.
Okay.
All right. So, we're coming to the end of this discussion where we are agreeing that, yes, it's important to enjoy that feeling. Metaba was saying that sometimes, yes, we know it doesn't last, but you need to be willing to. You need to be available to enjoy those things, like the good things of life. Sometimes they may not necessarily last. But I also did say that, in fact, it takes a lot of work to keep it running. So it's not even the fact that it won't last. It's the fact that, are you willing to do the work to keep that feeling running, Because it's like, it's human beings, something triggers it. So are you willing to, do that thing again, so that I feel just like doing like this, And she said, hey, so tomorrow, and she just laughed, and, tomorrow I may be too angry to even want to see her laugh. I'll be like, I beg, go and stay somewhere, But you have to be willing to put in the work. And that's where we say, don't even be blind about it, because you need to know that this person is someone you are willing to go the long haul with. So you need to watch out for the qualities that are long-term, the long-term qualities, that will complement that relationship, or that will complement you in that relationship.
So if you're in a relationship, don't just close your eyes. Open your eyes. Figure out those things you can condone. Be able to understand a person. And when you figure out there are things you can't just deal with, it's better to move away, not just closing your eyes. And when you are in love, try and take advices, because it might be very difficult for you to take advice from people when you are deeply in love with someone. And if the advice, it's not all advices, because someone can tell you, oh, leave this guy, and you actually say that the person is actually very cool. But there are some things you see with your eyes. And your mindset will be telling you this thing is wrong. And people outside are telling you this particular thing, this behavior is wrong. And you want to advise yourself to still stay, hoping that this person will change in the long run. No, the person won't change. Just open your eyes, accept the reality, and
move on.
Move on, okay? Yes, love is worth a lot of things, but it is not something you should just lose yourself over, okay? If you value yourself, value everything, value love, the love, you can value it, but then don't just close your eyes and turn blind eyes, because when you go into a long-term relationship with that person, maybe marriage, and that scales is off your eyes, you are just
marriage
your eyes
marriage has
now.
opened your eyes.
That's when you realize, and you realizing in marriage is
it's
a
not a good idea.
It's not a good idea. So open your eyes while you're in a relationship, okay? And pinpoint the things are wrong.
All right, so thank you for sticking with us. I hope you enjoyed the conversation as much as we did. Some of you have experiences of love that worked out and the ones that didn't work out. Please feel free to share your relationship story in the comment section. We'll be here to read from you. And don't forget to follow us on Spotify. And you can now listen to us on all your favorite podcasts. So just feel free. Join us on Spotify, follow us on Amazon, on Apple Podcasts as
Yeah.
well. Please follow us and listen to
And
us.
then in
Share
the
with your
comment
friends.
section, please.
And thank you.
Have you been in a blind love before or currently in one? Just drop it. What are your experiences? Drop it there in the comment section. We want to see. Okay.
All right. So thank you. Bye-bye.